Hey everyone, this is Rob with Fruit of Labor Landscaping. I'm out here in the serene forest, and it is an exciting time here at the end of February of 2024. What you're looking at right now is a dormant swamp milkweed, surrounded by a bunch of plants, obviously, but dormant swamp milkweed that has just begun sprouting new growth for the spring. So this plant went dormant sometime probably around November for us here. And maybe I think it was November, late December, and now it is coming back. So this is a really just good example of what our native milkweeds do. For the most part, our perennis, the aquatic milkweed, did not go dormant this year. We didn't have any high waters or floods that knocked it out, and I don't think it ever got truly cold enough to knock it back. So it will tend to be more of a perennial, short-lived perennial when there's nothing like that to kill it. So whereas our other milkweeds will actually go dormant just based off of the cooler temperatures. So anyway, I just want to show you guys an example of what the native milkweed looks like going dormant and then coming back. And this is why we think that it's so much better than tropical milkweed as far as OE prevention, because as you can tell, this plant is basically starting anew from the ground up. So very, very unlikely to contain any OE spores from last season, and it will grow new growth and begin to get quite tall and attracting the monarchs and the queens around here. So before I let you go, the other thing I want to mention is kind of the location of where I like to choose to grow these native milkweeds. Now for swamp milkweed, obviously it doesn't like to be dried out. I don't usually have that problem where I'm at because we tend to stay not necessarily wet, but we don't really have any problems with the soil drying out too much. You can see that there's a nice layer of, well, what was mulch but now is mulched through oak leaf. If you're around in February of this year, you're probably seeing oak leaves everywhere too. But the thing I really want to point out is just the fact that I have other plants growing around it, and they're all different types of plants. So sorry, my chickens were going a little nuts there for a second. It's the variety of plants. So as you can tell, I have a grass growing right next to it, and that's a mully grass. And then I have a small shrub that, will get a little bit taller, but right now it's a shrub. And then I just have some other things like nectar plants. Then got some food plants growing next to it, like peppers and eggplant. But the important thing is that I have a good diverse amount of plants. And by plants, I mean not only number, but the different types. I've got the grass, I've got a small shrub, and I've got the flowers. And really that's what these butterflies are looking for. And that's what's going to protect the young caterpillars. When this grass gets nice and thick again, it will drape across this milkweed, offering some protection from the predators and probably for some of these chickies that are going to be looking around for a quick snack. But I also have the small shrub for these adult butterflies to be landing on when they, need a little break from flying. Look at her. She's already like, where's that caterpillar at? Unfortunately, all part of the ecosystem, but and then I've got these obviously the nectar plants for the butterflies as they come around to take a little drink on their journey as they're either moving from one place to another, or they are trying to find a good spot to lay some eggs for their future generations. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to talk about the milkweed, the swamp milkweed emerging, and show you guys what it looks like and kind of give you guys an idea of what time of year you should be expecting to see it. Again, this is February, end of February. I'm here in Central Florida, so it'll be a little bit different based on your zone, but here in Central Florida in Seminole County, We're starting to see it right now, and it's awesome. So take a look, see what you got. If you don't have these native milkweeds in your yard, please go to your local nursery, look for them, try and buy authentic native plants, or hit us up on our Etsy page. Here soon we should have a whole bunch of cuttings available, and we would love to help you get some natives in your yard. So don't forget to check it out, and we'll see you next time.